Okay, so I just set ladies up a dust bath. It's one of the things I was waiting for her to come in for. And I thought, you know what? Put it by the window. Baby. It's okay. Check it out. Yes. I was originally planning on trying to find her a big one made of wood. But she might like this. Don't try to eat it. You're supposed to bathe in it. Yeah, see? It's supposed to bathe in it. And I realized squirrels got very, I don't know, it's described like dense fur. So you can't just bathe them. I mean, depending on the squirrel and if you raise them around water. No, don't chew on that. Don't chew on that. But I got her another one of these. She's got different stuff in here. I'm going to keep this one on the door. But there's another one. Yeah, sorry, I'm kissing the squirrel. So she might take to this, see how she likes it. I'm supposed to put a lot in there from what I could tell. Just enough they can roll around in it. So yeah, you can't really give a squirrel necessarily a bath. They're okay with water, but they got very dense fur, like kind of like chinchillas. And right now she is just. Oh yeah, I guess I can't flip the camera around. I'm gonna set up a little spot here is where I usually keep her water as well. Blackout curtains. She can run up and down them. If you get on the other side, get some sun. Squirrel proof the around the air conditioner. I got like a piece of wood underneath here. She doesn't seem interested in messing with this, which makes me not want to get another one just in case, even though this thing needs to get replaced. She's I gotta clean out her water dish. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Look at that face. Oh, yes, look at that face. I want to get a good shot of her, not enough light. Oh, yes, oh, yes. I know. Yes. Yes. I just got you some wooden toys that you haven't played with yet, but I know give it time and you'll chew on them right away. Oh, yes. She's holding on there. Who's my good girl? Who's my good girl? I love you very much. Bit messy over here. I had the shop vac here running, cleaning up. And I need that to suck up all the nutshells she leaves behind. You should do. Shop vac's the only thing that doesn't get clogged up right away. After I clean up all the shells, I do the regular vacuum. And that vacuum runs, and she runs away because she's nosy. She runs away, but she still wants to see what's going on because she's nosy like that. She's my nosy girl. Yes, she is. I'm a nosy fur baby. Yes, you are. Yes. Nosy fur baby. Yeah, I know. Hey, you get your food nice and early this morning? Yeah, you woke up early too. Oh yeah, that's her thing. If she If she doesn't have fresh greens, doesn't matter how much other food's there, if she doesn't have those fresh greens, she lets me know. She'll either jump on me, climb on my face, anything that will get my attention and get me up right away. She'll even go as far as to take a nip at a toe if it's exposed, if I'm not wearing socks. Yeah, you'll nip at some toes to let me know, yeah, you want foods. Granted, I think she just hates feet. Bare feet, just, these look too much like hands, I don't like it. Oh, yes, oh, yes. So I joke around too, because people will often complain, it's like, oh, it seems that you don't let her go outside, you're harming her. I'm like, I'm not harming her. You can't stop a squirrel. If a squirrel wants out, they get out. If a squirrel doesn't want to be touched or held, they don't want to be touched and held. They'll let you know it. Because if a squirrel wants nothing to do with you, they won't let you anywhere near them, let alone pet them. And they're very slow to trust, but once they trust you, that's it. They won't trust anybody else. They'll tolerate. No, not the phone. They won't tolerate anybody but you, and they'll be very loyal and territorial too. So, because she will watch the door if she hears footsteps she doesn't trust. If she doesn't trust those footsteps, or they're not familiar to her, she would watch that door until they walk away. And my apartment faces the main street, so she'll bark at the mailman too. I tell people they're kind of like having a cross between a cat and a dog. Is that they can be independent, but they will show love right away. And it's another thing with people who think I'm harming her or I'm doing her injustice, she should be out in the wild. I always thought it was interesting about a fun fact about squirrels is they actually live longer in captivity than they do in the wild. In the wild, it's anywhere between 3 and 5 years, give or take. In captivity, they live anywhere between 15 to 20 years. There's a reason you don't see an old squirrel in the wild. And I've only seen one old squirrel in captivity, and they age differently. They age, but you know, they show it. They might lose fur, their whiskers might look old. Now, I've only seen one that's like 20 plus years old. And thinking I haven't gone out actively looking for them either. But I always thought that was funny that they're one of the few animals that actually live longer in captivity than they do in the wild. Usually it's the other way around. Usually they live shorter lives, or well, a lot of animals, they live shorter lives in captivity. You know, that's usually things like large cats, things like that, like stuff that could, I'd say, you know, harm, like really do some damage to you. Isn't that right, lady? She's still on me. She just runs around to the back, which thinks I can't get her. But then she still wants to pet, so she just eventually comes into reach. Because she loves her pets. Yes, oh yes. Yeah, if she did not want me touching her, she would tear my hand off. And she's had a seizure 2 different times. The first time I was able to calm her down by holding her. The second time she took a good bite into me. But she gave me that guilty look that dogs give you when they know they did something bad. She was like that for 3 days, but she calmed down. Like she knows who I am, what I'm about. You know, she's just... Because when I found her, I wasn't planning on keeping her. Not one bit. But then she, you know, after her time outside and for 3 days, she definitely made it clear that she's an inside squirrel. And funny because I have videos of those up, and it's just like she slept for like 3 days straight. She was not. I don't know, but it's. But I also tell people, if you find a squirrel, the first thing you should do is call the local wildlife, and because again, squirrels are funny. She was an animal of circumstance. She made it clear that she was an inside squirrel and she wanted to be inside and she wanted to be around me, and so I took on that responsibility. And it wasn't easy because there's a lot more information on how to get rid of squirrels than how to, say, save a baby squirrel. A lot of information. It's like you gotta do research, gotta see okay, does this match up here? What do they need? But it's all. But if for whatever reason you have a pet squirrel, I'd say it's usually circumstantial. That for whatever reason that squirrel wanted you. That squirrel either wasn't going to make it on its own. Like this little one, she went out for 3 days, and it seemed like she didn't eat a lot. I don't think she even slept a lot. As soon as I got her back inside, she just ate, threw up, ate again, then went to sleep. Never knew a squirrel could throw up, but this one had her full, or had her fill, and she drank some water. I think I'd want to do the same thing if I threw up. And she slept for like 3 days straight. She just only got up to drink, use the bathroom, and went right back to bed. So the squirrel really does mean the world to me. And she has taught me a lot. Before I found her, I was very depressed. I had a very crappy job. I just didn't really see the point in going on or doing anything. And she kind of gave me a reason to just keep going. She gave me a reason to find a better job, to do better, because now I had this responsibility of this little squirrel that would eventually either need like medical attention, food, like things my crappy job would not be able to pay for. Heck, it was barely paying for my apartment. It was either food or rent, and I usually chose rent. And I realized I can't afford rent and take care of the squirrel, so it forced me to get a better job. And it's literally been the best thing for me to do is since I found her. My life has definitely improved because I found a good reason to keep doing what I want to do and have a good reason to move along and kind of advance, And it's my current job. I can now afford a bigger apartment, which I need because this sweet girl needs more space. I already know what I'm looking for. 1 bedroom at least. The bedroom's just going to have my bed in it, her cat tree, her cat toys, and a few other ideas. And the rest of the apartment, I get to have my stuff, so I can advance on the things I actually want to do. I want to take up voice acting. That's something I actually plan on making money on doing YouTube with. And I know views like this have been picking up, or views like this, videos that I've been posting have been picking up, and I have no intention on making money off these videos. These are just like squirrel vlogs, life with a squirrel. I'll tell the people she's not necessarily a pet. She's a squirrel I live with, or the squirrel that lives with me. She has free run to the apartment. Even though she chews on some things, I'd rather her not. But that's another reason to get a 1 bedroom apartment. Reduce any damage. and she's just having fun. She's just having fun. It's been, oh god, it's going 15 minutes now. Yeah, this is gonna be a long video. Yes, it is. Okay, so, and it's just, she really has improved my life for the better. She's basically done away with my depression. I used to have an anger issue, and she kind of cured that, because I can't be angry around this little guy. That's a sweet girl, this fur baby of mine. Sorry, I know I'm still petting her, but she's hanging out in the middle of my back. I'm just rubbing her little back. She's back in my hand again. And yeah, that's just my other hand. Oh, just small. Yes. Yes. And this squirrel just means a lot to me, and she's really has fans helped me just push myself forward. And yep, see, she will stare at traffic. That's the funny thing about her. She will stare at traffic. And mailman parks right out there, and she'll run to the window and she'll bark at him. So I'll end the video here. It's getting pretty long. And one last shot of the squirrel. Yes. Yes.